Officially welcome Dr. Megha Lalapur as a
आपको क्या लगता है एस्थेटिक्स कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है?
I think it is really very important because as a makeup artist, if I have the perfect aesthetic, how will you define it? अब आप उसको बोलो कि मेरी auburn eyes है या बादामी आंखें या jawline है, just a diamond face, I don't know. But aesthetic is something. If I have to do my makeup, I put in my least effort to define and accentuate that makeup. A natural, I think there is no drastic transformation in that.
Agreed.
It's a natural amplification. अगर हो जाए तो that is a very good aesthetic.
It is. It is. Nowadays, we all talk about soft glam, or there's a word given rich makeup, minimal makeup. It's all because the aesthetics are sharper. See, if the nose is slim, you do not contour it that highly. But if you even contour it little, there's a huge difference. I mean, makeup changes the game. So does aesthetics. So आप aesthetic के बारे में भी बताएंगे अपने client को. Now I'll tell you a simple trick. अगर किसी का chin बड़ा है और उनका ये छोटा है, तो you can overline it. You can increase the lip. लेकिन अगर chin छोटा है और ये भी छोटा है, तो kindly don't overline. Even if the client asks you कि नहीं overline, it doesn't look aesthetic. It should be little proportions. ये हो, ये ब्रिज गैप हो, चिन हो. और अगर आप पेशेंट से डिस्कस कर रहे हो, आप उसे उनका स्किन टाइप बता रहे हो, यू टॉकिंग अबाउट एयर ब्रश यूज करूं या HD मेकअप यूज करूं, यू ऑल्सो टॉक अबाउट एस्थेटिक्स. सैडली बहुत अनरियलिस्टिक एक्सपेक्टेशंस है सोसाइटी की ब्यूटी को लेके. बट ट्रस्ट मी, हु डजंट वांट टू एनहांस देमसेल्फ? आई एम नॉट सेइंग चेंज देमसेल्व्स, मगर बताना तो बहुत जरूरी है दैट यू कैन टेक अ लिटिल टॉप अप ऑन योर लिप्स. And you'll always appreciate their quality than what they lack. If somebody has beautiful eyes, but उनकी lips छोटे हैं, तो आप उन्हें ये बात पहले बोलें कि because your eyes are so attractive, आप अपने lips में भी एक थोड़ा सा top up ले लो. Think about it. The makeup will look even better on your D-Day. At the end of the day, it's their lifetime. वो होता है ना, golden milestone ले रहे हैं वो life का. They will appreciate it. If not, they'll think about it. Even if they don't think about it, what they will gather, this makeup artist is up notch. She not just knows क्या करना है, yeah, she's updated, which I think a lot of us lack. So skin, aesthetics, and also your aesthetics, your skin. I mean, I would also appreciate कि you take care of yourself. अगर आपको पता होगा ना कौन सा product use करना है, you will be more versed by giving an easy opinion. Like, don't be so experimental, at least in the end days. 15 दिन बचे हैं, Obagi, Estee Lauder, just because they're fancy products, don't use the names. Go with something absolutely basic and be very realistic with them. कि why don't you go visit a doc? अगर किसी patient की skin बहुत bumpy है and you think वो डॉक्टर के पास नहीं जा रहा है, just asking, आप क्या suggestion दोगे उन्हें? Just जो किसी ने कुछ घर के नुस्खे अपने ऊपर use किए हो? Anybody like bumpy है skin? Somebody else?
So what they've been taught about this is that the moment you see anything, you have to keep your mouth warm. That is what remember. This is what we had about on day one, that you don't have to speak anything. You would just say that I am just a makeup artist. I am not a doctor. I'm not in a capacity or literate enough to advise you something about this. As a cosmetic person, what I can do is I can just give you a skin prep which will hide this with a makeup cream base.
Okay.
Because you're very bumpy.
Yeah.
I might not be using a liquid or a powder on you because I want this to camouflage.
So you won't highlight the flaws. You kind of camouflage.
For the skin, you will have to go to Dr. Megha. Yes.
But sometimes do not pass on the wrong information.
Yes.
Like she's absolutely right. Highly appreciated by keeping the exfoliation is wrong, darling. Exfoliation exaggerates the condition. Exfoliation तब करी जाती है जब आपकी skin shed हो रही हो. Like you do not exfoliate if you're bumpy. And if you've seen the patient is bumpy, the client is bumpy, sorry, it's absolutely right to give them a right advice. Ki, see, this is what I can do, but this is what you need. And it's no harm taking an expert advice. For makeup, I'm the wrong person to, be aware about ये highlighter या ये corrector, because अगर bumpy है या अगर pigmentation है, you will hide it with products.
Yes.
But अगर one more thing I would love to tell you also. अगर किसी के blemishes होते हैं ना, when they leave 3 hours later, makeup वहीं से crack होने लग जाता है. You know why? Because that area is dark because it's not hydrated. जो एरिया एक्सपोज्ड होता है एंड इफ इट्स नॉट हाइड्रेटेड इट टेंड्स टू गेट डार्कर, तभी उन्हें मेकअप की नीड होती है, एंड वी करेक्ट इट विद अ कलर करेक्टर, देन अ कंसीलर, देन अ फाउंडेशन, देयर इज लेयर्स. एक एरिया जिसके अंदर कैपेसिटी नहीं है ज्यादा स्टिक करने की, वो क्रैक होने लग जाता है बिकॉज वो पिगमेंटेड था. तो जिन जिन पेशेंट्स के या क्लाइंट्स के आपके जिनमें पिगमेंटेशन होती है, प्रेफर आप एक एसेंस कैरी करें, एनी ब्रांड एसेंस which is not particularly for a dry skin, and put that essence prior to your primer.
Oh, nice.
So that ways वो area जो 3 घंटे बाद which you also can't judge कि basically disintegrate होगा या crack हो जाएगा या color reflective हो जाएगा, वो नहीं होगा क्योंकि आपने essence लगा दिया, and rather she will realize that she has to use that essence in daily practice. आप जाके सीधा मेकअप कर दो और स्किन प्रेप को, आई नो टाइम कंस्ट्रेन होता है आप लोगों के लिए, यू आर ऑलवेज लाइक रनिंग फ्रॉम हेयर एंड देयर, मगर गिविंग 20 minutes or 10 minutes to your client for a skin care really makes a huge difference. And avoid exfoliation step in it. आपको नहीं पता कि उसकी स्किन कैसे रिएक्ट करे. कभी कभी मेकअप तो ठीक हो जाता है, but the moment you remove makeup they are hugely red. And then they kind of curse the makeup artist, which is actually not their problem. कितनी बार आप लोगों की गलती नहीं होती, मगर वो कॉल करके बोलते इट वाज योर प्रोडक्ट दैट हेल्प. नो, you were being too sensitive.